So after doing several months of $10,000 plus in my wife's Etsy shop, I thought I would come on here and share with you the only 3 tools that we are currently using to achieve that. Now, there's really only 2 things that you must have in order to, well, be successful on Etsy. The very first one is, well, it's obvious. You have to have products that are getting searched for and that people are buying. Well, there's ways that we can validate that something's already selling, and then that way there, we're not guessing. So I'm gonna dig into that here in a second. The second one, which is really important as well, is once you find those products, you need to be able to create the designs that are going to go on the print-on-demand products. So that's the 2 things that you must have if you want to be successful on Etsy. So let's dig into the 3 tools that allow this to happen. So the very first tool is Everbee. And if you've watched any of my videos, you know I'm a huge fan of Everbee. There's a lot of different things that it does, and there's also some new things that it's going to be able to do moving forward, which I'll share with you here in a minute. But this tool was originally created to help people find products that are in demand and that are getting sales. And that is a big one. So if you're just starting, or if you're looking to add new products to your Etsy shop, you want to make sure that they're selling. You want to make sure that they have demand. And this tool does that. Now, I've shot a lot of videos showing you how to find these types of products. I'll link them up in the description. Now, this tool I use on a regular basis, even though our shop is doing very well. I'm using it all the time to find products that are getting demand. So this way here, I can tell my wife, hey, these are doing really well. We should probably start to design these. Or she'll come to me with an idea and then I will validate it using the tool. You see, she's the creator and I'm the marketer. So that's the first thing that Everbee does, is it really lets us see the data of other products that are selling. So this way here, we can choose products that are already getting demand. And this way here, we're not guessing. So the second powerful thing that Everbee does that I use all the time is keyword research. This is where I can look at keywords that are for the product that I'm going to be releasing, and I can see what are the other top sellers using in their titles. And then I can also look at the search volume. The other thing that I get to do is I get to look at the tags that they're using in their listing, and I can see, are those tags that I would want to use in my listing? Of course, if it's a similar product, I'm going to want to use those types of keywords. Now, keywords aren't just important for search engine optimization and getting ranked in search. It's also really important when you're running Etsy ads, because this will tell Etsy who you want to go after, who you want to attract. When someone is searching for something and your ad is coming up, it's because you told Etsy what your product was about, and tags are a great way to do this. And Everbee allows us to uncover those tags and use them in our listings. The third thing that it does is it also allows us to track our own keywords. And then what we can do is we can see how we're ranking for those individual keywords over time. And the fourth thing that it does is it has a trademark checker. So this way here, when you put up a listing, it will actually alert you if you are potentially violating a trademark, which is really important because you don't want to get shut down by Etsy. Now, there's 2 new things that they're releasing, and one of them I am fired up about. Actually, both of them I'm pretty fired up about. There's one called Everbee Print. They're going to have their own print-on-demand products that they're going to allow us to tap into. Yes, we're still using Printify, and they are great. But whenever you can find another manufacturer, another supplier that's built right into a tool like this, well, why not check it out? So I'm really excited about that new feature as well. Now, this last feature I'm going to share with you may or may not be available when you watch this video. It's really close to being released, and that is email marketing. They're going to allow us to follow up with our customers, and it's all within the terms of service. So you don't have to worry about violating Etsy's terms of service, which is really, really important. But we're going to be able to capture our emails of our customers and be able to follow up with them and potentially make more sales. This is huge, and this is something that I think everyone should be doing. And I know firsthand that email marketing works because, well, I've been using it in my wife's Etsy shop now for over a year, and we are constantly getting sales every time that I send an email. So if you're not using email marketing, you should be. And well, there's no excuse now because Everbee is going to have that built in. Now, if you haven't tried Everbee yet and you want to, head on over to brandcreators.com/Everbee. I've got a special link there for you where you can sign up and try it out absolutely free. All right, the second tool that I want to share with you that has allowed us to hit $10,000 plus months is Canva. And Canva is basically an editing tool. If you've ever used Photoshop or heard of Photoshop, it's very similar to that, but it's less expensive and it's not as hard to use. Trust me, I used to use Photoshop in my photography business years ago, and it literally took me months and months to learn how to use. Canva is straight out of the box easy. Now, there is a free version and a pro version for Canva. Now, obviously, there are limitations to the free version. The pro version is going to unlock everything, including using their graphics. So when you are designing a new product or a new graphic for a product, a design, you're going to be able to tap into thousands of graphics that they have access to, that you have access to, that you can use in your designs, and then you can sell them. Now, you can't just take the graphics and sell those on their own. You have to use it in a design. So you have to compile something together and make it unique, which is pretty easy to do. I've also shot other videos here on the channel that show you how to do some design work. I'll go ahead and link that up in the description as well. The other thing that they give you is a lot of different fonts to choose from. So that's included. If you wanted to create a design using a font, you don't have to buy the font. It's part of Canva. So that's another big plus. The other thing that they give you access to is backgrounds. So let's say that you wanted to put a background into your design, and then you wanted to put an element, a graphic on top of that, and then you wanted to use some fonts to actually make your design unique. Well, you can do all of that, again, within Canva. Now, when I say that everything that my wife has created has been done using Canva, all of the editing has been done in Canva. And the other thing that you get access to is all of their new AI tools, which I'm not gonna list them here, but there's a bunch. There's some there I haven't even played around with yet, but they're always adding to it, and that is all part of the pro plan. So if you haven't signed up for Canva yet, I definitely recommend it. You can just go to canva.com. I'm not an affiliate for it because, well, they don't offer affiliate partnerships, but that's okay. I don't care. I'm not shooting this video so you go through my affiliate links, although I am saying these are the tools that my wife and I have used to generate $10,000 plus months. All right, the third tool that I want to share with you is another design piece, because like I said, it's all about finding the good products. We're using Everbee for that. And the second thing is designing great products. Well, the third one is going to also help with that, because sometimes in Canva, you're not going to find the graphic that you want, or you're not going to find that certain font that you want. So there's another resource, another tool for that, and that is Creative Fabrica. And that's one that my wife uses all the time. This is where you get access to other artists, other designers, and you can use their custom work in your designs. And it's totally yours after you compile it into your design. Like I said, you can't just take that one thing and then sell it. You have to take that and then put it into a design that you're creating. So a lot of times what my wife will do is she'll take something from Creative Fabrica, let's say that it's a design element, and then she'll bring it into Canva, and then she'll start using maybe fonts that are in Canva, or maybe there's a background that's in Canva, and then she's gonna do all of her design work in the Canva app. But Creative Fabrica is going to allow you to be unique. It's allowing you to go in there. You can even do a search for whatever you're looking for, and most likely you're going to find something that you can use. They also have fonts, and you can take those fonts and you can upload them into Canva. Once again, I shot a video right here on the channel that shows you exactly how to do that. And once again, I will link that up in the description. But Creative Fabrica, again, gives you access to all of these design elements for a small fraction of what you would pay to have it designed on your own. I mean, really small. The other thing that they have are mock-ups. So you can go there and search for mock-ups, and you will find mock-ups for certain t-shirts that you're selling or certain sweatshirts and for different types of the year. And what's really great about this is if you are just starting, this is a great place to get those mock-ups that aren't just the same that everyone else is using inside of Printify or whatever print-on-demand service you're using. So that's a great place to start. Now, once again, with mock-ups, you are going to want to create your own eventually, and you're going to want to make them unique. But it's a great place to start, and it's another thing that Creative Fabrica gives you access to. Now, if you want to get 10 free downloads, head on over to brandcreators.com/create. And yes, that is my affiliate link, but it's only because, well, I use this, my wife uses this all the time, and it's something that I recommend. I only recommend products or tools that we use or that I've used in the past. And these three are the only three that we're using right now. So those are the three tools that we have used to hit $10,000 plus months. Actually, in Q4, we hit $20,000 months from using those three tools. But you can have the best design, but if it doesn't have any demand, it's never going to sell. And that's one of the biggest sticking points that I see for a lot of new sellers and seasoned sellers. And this is where they get stuck and they wonder why they're not getting sales. Well, I shot this video right here that walks you through my exact process on how to find high in-demand products. If you struggle with that, watch that video next and I'll see you there.